Hey YouTube, it's your boy Anime Princess, and this is going to be a quick crafting tutorial on how to make Ailment Immunity boots using either the Ancestral Vision or the Stormshroud technology. We're going to be doing this through the lens of my CI Spark Trickster, however the crafting guide will work for any character and any ascendancy at all. First, we should decide which one of these two options is best for our character. If you're already spell suppression capped, I would lean towards Ancestral Vision because this craft is easier to pull off, so it's going to save us some currency. However, if you are not planning to be spell suppression capped, this would be your only option. You'd have to go with the Stormshroud variant. My CI Spark Trickster is fully spell suppress capped, so I do have the option of going with the cheaper Ancestral Vision option. So let's just start off with this craft. When you're choosing your boot base, you probably want to have eye level 84 so you can luck into T1 resistances in the suffixes, and you're going to want to have a fracture. I'm personally going with intelligence because as a CI build, intelligence translates directly into your energy shield. And I went with assassin boots because it's evasion and energy shield. We are an evasion based character, and having evasion on your 3 pieces of gear opens up a mastery option for 15% spell suppress. So this is just keeping my options open. We're going with assassin boots. Other generically good fractures would be obviously spell suppression, because this is spell suppression based. It would be great to have spell suppression on the boots. That would be perfectly valid. And depending on your specific needs, you can go with whatever fracture you feel like you want. And to start this off, I always like to do a few perfect fossils because we're making a pretty nice boot. We should try and get some good quality on there. I'll settle with anything above 20%. Hopefully we can hit that. 27%, there we go. All right, so for this craft, we're going to be using Deafening Essence of Loathing. On the boots, this gives us 35% chance to avoid elemental ailments. And we're just going to be looking for a third suffix that's good because we already locked in the intelligence here. This is Chaos Res, useless on a CI build. This is Open Suffix. Now these actually cost quite a bit right now, 13, so it might be worth using Exalted Orbs. Exalted Orbs are, yeah, they're about the same price. So I'm just gonna craft a prefix to make sure I hit a suffix with the Exalt. So we got T6 Cold Res. That's not good enough for me. T6 Fire Res, no. Life Regen. T4 Lightning Res. We're looking for something good on the third suffix. T7 Dex. No. There's another open suffix. Yikes, not 8. T8 Lightning Res. Oh, there we go. Perfect. T1 Fire Res. We are keeping this. All right, so our suffixes are locked in. We've got the avoid ailments. We got a fracture. We got a really good third suffix. Now, luckily, we do have an open prefix because we are going to want to get movement speed on our prefix. So to get movement speed, we're going to go for suffix can't be changed, which costs 2 divine orbs. And then we are going to hit it with the Veiled Chaos to roll over the prefixes. Now, before we unveil this, we're going to want to block something, and blocking mana is what we should be doing, just regular mana. Let's see what June gives us. So we got 30% movement speed with chance to gain onslaught on kill. There are a few different options. We're just going to take this one because it's the one we were given. And now to wrap this up. If you were life-based, you would craft life, but I am CI, so we are going to go for evasion and energy shield. Just craft this on. But technically speaking, I could just Exalt Slam something and then craft that on afterwards, because blocking mana is pretty good anyways for the Exalt Slam. So let's just see what we'd get if we Exile Slam. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 40% evasion, energy shield, hybrid, and I think we can still craft this on there. So perfect. That was a good Exalt Slam. Let's try and hit 74. These boots are done. We're actually not quite done. So we have 31% chance to avoid elemental ailments. We actually low rolled this. Normally you could use lesser Eldritch Ichors on the implicits to get an extra 17%, but 17% is not quite enough. So we're actually gonna have to use, well, we either divine it or we use the slightly more expensive Ichor, where I'm just gonna go for this one. And we roll until we get the chance to avoid ailments. This is a blue Ichor. Hopefully I can hit it. There we go. 19% plus 31% equals 50%. And the other 50% is gained from the Ancestral Vision. So these boosts are done, and then you can use the red embers to hit whatever you want. I ended up going for Brittle Ground on my character because we were a crit-based build. But yeah, those are the boots. Pretty easy to craft. Not too expensive either. All right, now let's move on to the Stormshroud boots. You may have noticed the materials look almost exactly the same, just slightly different color of essence, because the craft is essentially the same thing. The reason I say the Stormshroud boots are a little bit more difficult to roll are because you actually need to hit perfect divine orb roll with the essence. So you might need to divine your boots afterwards or get a little bit more shock avoidance on like a Stygian Vise jewel or something like that. But yeah, let's get this started. Same process. Only have a few of these perfect fossils left. So we're gonna have to get lucky here on the quality. I think we can settle with 23%. All right, so instead of rolling for the chance to avoid elemental ailments with Stormshroud, we're looking for 100% chance to avoid being shocked, which is Deafening Essence of Torment. This gives us up to 60%. So, you know, we chose the same pair of boots as, you know, same implicit everything, just because, you know, with Sea Ice Spark, I want Assassin Boots, I want Intelligence. You choose whatever you need. And same process here. How much are these? These are quite cheap, so maybe we don't want to Exalt Slam for the third suffix. We'll just keep hitting until we get a third suffix. That's good. T4 Dex, T8 Fire Res, T1 Life Regen. Uh-oh, are we going to run out of essences? T2 Suppress. I'm going to keep that. Should we keep that? I think we can keep this. All right. Man, we even hit T1 life on the prefixes. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to keep that because we are going to do suffix can't be changed, Veiled Chaos. Although, actually, if you were a life-based build and you had something like this, you could actually opt to go for an Ashling here. So when you buy a T4 Ashling from someone, it is going to remove a modifier and add a modifier, and it can't remove any of the good suffixes, so it's a 50-50 if you keep the maximum life. So that would be an option here. Although, me personally, I don't care for the maximum life. Also, I don't want to go buy an Ashling, so we are just going to use Veiled Chaos. But it might actually be in my best interest right here to preserve that max life and go for the Ashling. That is an option. All right, so we're going to hit this. And now we are going to craft mana, same as before. And unveil. So we also got Same as last time, movement speed with chance to gain onslaught on kill, which is perfectly fine. So the Veiled Chaos actually gave us an extra modifier, 12% increased rarity of items found, which means for the final prefix, I'm simply going to have to craft on my evasion and energy shield rating. There's no exalt slamming here. So at the moment, these boots are giving me 58% chance to avoid being shocked. We need to get this up to 100%. We can only get 40% more easily, and that would be with Grand Eldritch Embers. So I actually don't have very many of these. Hopefully we hit it in 10. So it would be like this, but without Pinnacle Atlas Boss. And it would roll up to 40% with the third tier. Okay, we didn't hit it, but just imagine I have more of these and I'm just going to keep hitting until I get the 41% chance to avoid being shocked. And then we're at 99%, which makes us 99% ailment immune. And this is showing why this is a little bit more difficult because, you know, we're either going to have to get that 1% somewhere else or we're going to have to divine the 58 all the way up to 59 or 60. But yeah, that's how we do the Stormshroud variant. A little bit more frustrating, but you know, it's not too bad. There we have it. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one.